Hello everybody, it's Noah Farrow, your favorite bipolar actor, and today we're getting into Karl Pilkington. We're getting into Karl Pilkington. Englishness. Karl lovably gets on my nerves, as he should, because that's the bit. It works.
I mean, that list of idyllic, antiquated England of tea and cakes and cricket, I mean, is valid. But I think the things that sum up Englishness, I mean, talking of the weather, I think drinking, war. We love a ruck.
Yeah.
We're built on war. We're a warrior race.
We're pretty good at war.
Talking of the English sense of fair play.
Pretty good, or
and war. When
evil.
The crossbow was invented, a lot of people wouldn't use it. They said it was unchristian. So our soldiers sort of resisted it. So European.
Let me tell you this. If you have me at cartoons, animation, but then you want to flash back with the animation, oh, I love this show. Oh, I love it. Come to me.
Got this thing that needed no skill, and it was shooting these bolts, and they could reload quick. And versus our bowmen. What do you think of that? What do you think of going, oh, it's cheating, we won't use it, but having a disadvantage? That's honour, isn't it?
But what's the problem here? What am I meant to be worrying about?
Well, you've got bow and arrows. Yeah. They're amazing. They're heavy. Someone comes along and goes, don't worry about that. Here's a crossbow. Just pop it in, put it back. Deadly. Deadly, quick. Anyone can use it. So now you've got anyone with a crossbow killing people.
Women, children.
Anyone can use it. So the Europeans, they're going crazy. But we resisted it because we thought it was, unchristian and cheating to kill without skill. What do you think of that?
That's so dumb. That is ridiculous. This happens all of the time now, where you think you're too puffed out the chesty enough to convert to what's going on right now and getting crushed by the wave that is technology.
Where were the actual bows and that being made? Because that's the thing, isn't it? The company who's making them, they just want to get out to a big market.
Brilliant.
That's what they do now with the iPod and everything. It's not about people wanting more music than ever before. That's not the case. It's about having the accessory. And if the bow and arrow was like sold as this, light to carry for all the family, that's how it would have happened. That's what it's all about.
You knew bow and arrow from Ronco.
But what do you think the problem is?
But you're not quite getting Ricky's point. His point is the idea of there being sort of rules and fair play and etiquette in war. The objective is to kill the enemy.
I don't think war and that is a place to start getting all uppity about someone cheating or having a better system.
Really? You think all fair in love and war, do you?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, but
it's just about
rules,
winning,
isn't it?
No, not in a war. There isn't rules.
What's extraordinary about the idea of English fair play is, famously the approach during the First World War, that we would sort of walk up out of the trenches onto no man's land and sort of politely march at a slow, steady pace across towards the enemy. I mean, and then we were just being machine gunned down. I mean, it was absurd.
And that's the one they had a knockabout and stuff, didn't they? They took a game of football.
In no man's land, yeah. Christmas Day.
But he took a...
I know this story. This is a strange story. Shout out to you, soccer, for bringing two sides together in a weird, pushing away the bodies of your enemy day of soccer.
Football if I was on the front line, I would not be getting out the rule book. I can tell you that much. I'd be going mental.
Are you saying there should be some rules or no rules?
I mean, you've got to have some rules, otherwise it's just going to be like Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? I'm just going to go about battering everyone.
Yeah.
And you soon get bored of that.
Which rules would you repeal that already exist, that you don't like?
It's a shame you can't tip as much as you used to be able to.
You mean in a restaurant?
No, just when you're getting rid of a mattress or something.
So fly tipping, you'd like to see more fly tipping.
What do you mean? This is something so personal, he's fed up, he had to take something.
No, it's just that they used to put stuff outside the house, and just like you had mattresses, you had sideboards,
What in the
sewing
hell are you
machines.
talking about?
The thing is, it was a good way of recycling. Now they say recycle, but we're not recycling. It's just being put in a bin. I'm saying if you've got old furniture, you should be allowed to leave it outside your house without the council going, move that, it's dangerous, someone's going to trip over it. Well, if they trip over it, should have been looking where they're going.
Well, what if they're blind?
What?
What if they're blind? That's why you don't leave things out in the pavement, because blind people will fall over and smack their face in.
No, because I'm leaving it.
That's so ridiculous. He was so specific. That specifically is the reason. Because blind people will walk around and smack their face in. That's a great response.
I'm not leaving it on the pavement.
Well, you just said you were. Where are you leaving it?
Sort of outside the house.
Where are you leaving it, Carl? You haven't established where you're leaving this yet. Because so far, a blind person's fallen over and broken his nose.
I've never
and lost
seen a
2
blind
teeth.
person trip over anything.
You've never seen a blind person trip over anything?
Definitely not. They're better on the feet than some people because they're more cautious, aren't they?
So
Make it more fun for them, if anything.
why can't you just have this stuff collected by a second-hand shop or
Because
send
they
it
won't.
to
They
a
don't come,
charity?
Steve. Honestly, they don't. I've called up people and they're saying, "Yeah, we'll be there in an hour." And I say, "Right, I'm going to put it out on the street. Then are you going to come and get it?" "Yeah, we'll be there." An hour passes by. They haven't been. Suddenly, the
blind people
council
all
goes
over the
past.
It's a lot. You absolutely have never done
I
that.
call them up. Do you want to shift it? Well, we might, but don't know when. Well, it's outside the house now. Well, you can't leave it there. It's your responsibility. You'll have to stay with it. Suddenly, I'm wasting time sat outside my house with rubbish that someone else might want. But you're not allowed to leave there because a blind person might come along. What's the dog doing?
Will be this close every time we do a podcast. You talking about furniture about to move, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm better now. I'm not who I used to be. I found some Lord in my soup and some Jesus on my brain, so I will not whoop this man's crazy ass. They are funny. This trio is a great trio. I love Carl's deadpan, just almost might be a sociopath. Doesn't live quite in this world. It's awesome in juxtaposition to the other two. They're just looking at him like, what the fuck? Oh, man, this is great. All right, man. I have some other ones, by the way. I think I have another Carl. Yeah, I do have 1 or 2. And I'm going to get into some more Ricky Gervais because, man, it's hilarious.